What's up, everybody? You're tuned into Lando Radio. I'm your host, Landon Wexler. Today we're hanging at Opening Bell Coffee with DFW's own Dee Gatti.
Where would I be if not living with you? No, this ain't the type of shit I'll be on my own.
Up-and-coming legend around here, R&B singer, so darn talented. The voice that's coming out of you is crazy.
I appreciate it.
And it's an honor to be hanging with you this morning.
I appreciate you. It's an honor to be here with y'all.
Got you, yeah. So tell me, this has been 6 years of your musical career so far.
All right.
And you've gotten some really cool moments. You've gotten to South by a few times, South by Southwest, gotten to make some incredible connections.
Sure.
Tell me, how's the last few months been going?
I'm not gonna lie. The last few months have been a little back, a little back and forth for me. A little stressful just because I can get in my head a lot. You know, as an artist, we tend to do that a lot. And the past few months have been, most times where I'm in my head the most. I'm overthinking because I just feel like I have much higher expectations for myself now than I did when I first started up to this point. So that's pretty much how the last few months been. I just been locked in, trying to focus, perfect my craft, and just figure out how I can elevate.
Right, for sure. And it's a trip how as artists like you care so much about your work.
Right.
You want to put your absolute best foot forward every single time. You have put music out. You put 2 albums out so far. So does that mean you've been working on new music recently and all that?
Of course, I always working on new music, but I'm so critical and I'm my biggest critic. So I'm so critical of myself that sorry.
I relate. I definitely can understand. For instance, starting this content that's creating the podcast and whatnot. There are times where I know I could do what I'm doing,
right?
But when you look back at it, you're like, oh, I could have done better. Could have asked better questions. Could have done this.
Exactly.
So that is definitely a challenge when it comes to any creativity, music, content. How do you usually go about getting past that? Do you have a support network around you?
Of course, I have a lot of support around me, but even knowing myself, it really just takes me really just fighting and pushing through myself. Because at the end of the day, you gotta believe in yourself before anybody else. You can have as much support as you but still gotta be here with it.
For sure. Well, for whatever it's worth, the music you have put out, it's beautiful. I love your sound on the track. I love just the stories you're telling and whatnot. Since that musical journey, since all this career kind of began 6 years or so ago, how has life as a musician changed for you?
It's changed a lot. It's like I said, a lot of ups and downs. It could be one moment you right here, and the next moment you down here, next moment you right here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, it's just been one big roller coaster. Even now, I'm still dealing with a lot of,
highs and lows.
Yeah, highs and lows. So,
what are the highs usually like? Are the highs usually from recognition and getting notoriety?
I wouldn't say necessarily just notoriety. I would say just kind of being confident in what you're doing at the moment, having a plan and knowing where you headed, and not, like I said, being so critical, having that confidence and knowing this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I put out, everything, everything is in motion right now. When it's like that, that's why I feel it's at a high. My lows is when I start being hard on myself and stressing out, letting life get in the way, and
Yeah, for sure. Is that a matter of lyrics? Are the lyrics not coming to you at certain times, or you'll hop on the mic, record, and not like what you're putting together?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of that. I'm just not confident, not liking what I'm writing or what I'm putting out, or I'm not experiencing things that's bringing that out. Because I feel with songs and writing, you have to experience things. You have to experience life. If you're not experiencing life, then it kind of make it difficult. So if I feel at that point I'm not, experiencing what I need to be experiencing and all that, and then that's,
Yeah. Do you feel like you haven't been experiencing enough life lately, or?
I feel yeah, recently, just because like I said, I'm been getting in my own head, letting life get in the way instead of actually, like, going out trying to experience some things. Because it don't have to be like anything specific. Just experiencing different things in general. You never know what could come to you. So
Right. For perspective, though, like you, visually speaking, like on your socials, you got a solid following. On Spotify, you have like 86,000 monthly listeners. There are a lot of people who are like looking for music from you. And I see the talk online. It's very like positive about what you're putting out. Does that help validate you? Does that help like get you through those tougher times?
it does. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll have imposter syndrome a lot.
Mm.
So I'll be getting all this support and all this love, and I'm still in my head like, no, y'all lying to me. Like, you just saying that, you just talking like. But I gotta get out of that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I definitely can find myself doing that sometimes too. And it's weird how we can get it in our own heads and be like, are they just telling me that to hype me up?
Right.
But I think that's, as time goes on, it's important to have those not yes people or like yes men, yes people around that'll actually shoot you straight. Like
Right.
they'll tell you, you can improve in this way and that way. In like a connection you've made, like a Cash Page type situation. Do you ever talk to her about music and talk to her about like what you're going through?
Yeah, we talk. We haven't talked a lot recently, but when we do talk, it's always good conversation. We have good conversations in the studio. It's like real deep conversations, spiritual conversations, music, like a lot of stuff we talked about. So yeah, no, for sure.
Does she have like encouraging words for you?
Hell yeah. She's a very like high vibrational, high spirited person, and she's encouraged. It's been a lot of moments where she's encouraged me for sure.
So though people like that, I'm sure, just kind of like help you through those moments.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Sick. So to rewind way back, D, you grew up specifically where in DFW?
Oh, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. Okay, got you. And you grew up in a single parent household. You have
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
Kind of.
All right, but with 5 siblings, is it?
No, I don't know why that's not okay. So listen, I have
Let's clear the air.
I do have 5 siblings, but we didn't all live together. We lived separately. But I do have 5 siblings, but it wasn't 5 siblings in one house with one parent. Like,
Okay.
so I gotta fix that.
No, this is good. This is good. You cleared the record there.
Yeah.
But you guys grew up in the way it's written on your
Yeah.
Spotify bio, poverty.
Yeah.
Like you've
been
been
through a lot.
through a lot, and
Yeah.
and in the beginning, you started off getting like night jobs, working nights and whatnot. What jobs were you working?
I was working I know my first job, I was working at Six Flags. I would work from open to close. And then it went up to just working at like a bunch of warehouses. Honestly, that's really all I did. Warehouse job, night shifts at warehouse jobs.
Wow.
Job to get.
Wow. Pushing carts or whatever around the warehouse.
Yeah, just doing whatever, picking stuff or whatever.
Gosh. And then Six Flags, what were you doing there?
I was at the ticket booth, opening and then closing. I think I worked at Foot Locker. I actually right now I detail cars right now. I actually enjoy it, but I detail cars right now to make extra money. So
heck yeah! All right, so the people, if you need a detailed car or some incredible music, Dee Gatti's got you.
let me know.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean I gotta hustle, man.
Got
it
to.
ain't easy to hurt. So
that's the truth. The night shift, you made money to help support your family and whatnot.
Yeah.
It is and since then you have journeyed into music, and I read that it's also like part of your goal with music is to help support your family.
Yeah.
Through it.
No, for sure. Cause man, like I said, we've been through a lot. My whole life was very unstable and a little chaotic. So my goal is to be successful and bring that peace and that stability that I feel like me and my family deserve.
Yeah. As you go through this musical journey, have you gotten a lot of support from them?
Yeah, hell yeah. My mom and my brother, my little brother, my biggest supporters. Biggest supporters, like crazy.
So they're listening to a lot of your music and hyping you up and telling you just like the amount of time that you're putting into this is paying off.
Yeah, no, for sure. My brother actually, he really was like the first person to push me to really do music. I wrote my first song with him, and then after that, he was just like, "Bro, you need to keep going. Like this shit tough."
Yeah.
Uh,
So he recognized it.
yeah,
I also read like you didn't set out necessarily from the beginning to say I'm going to be an artist. You gradually figured out your talents.
yeah,
Your family figured out your talents. I think I heard that your aunt helped you or like taught you to sing.
yeah. So my aunt on my dad's side, she's an amazing singer. She basically taught me how to sing. She had me singing Fantasia songs at 5 years old.
Let's go some
Uh,
Fantasia.
yeah, so yeah.
Amazing. So you got a lot of musical influence from your aunt.
And my dad was a rapper as well.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
got you.
kind of like he got to like position where I'm at now, and I don't know if he kind of just like I don't know what happened, but he was hard. I feel like I wish he would have kept going, but yeah, he was talented. So I do have some musical influence for sure.
Got you. But when you were that young, you didn't necessarily crave to be an artist. Is that kind of how it went?
I wouldn't even say I didn't crave it. I didn't believe. I didn't
Mm.
believe. I felt like I could put some music out, but everybody want to do music. So it's like, what are the chances of, somebody me being special or standing out? But like I said, had to get that confidence.
Getting in your head. No, I feel
Yeah.
that for sure. So, but then you started realizing like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe it can work for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sometimes all it takes is that one person to validate you, to make you
Right.
feel like, damn, maybe
Right.
this could work.
Right.
And so you're around that time, you are kind of creating music casually, like here and there, right? And the story goes, you can clear it up for me, but like the story goes, you were playing music for some friends and they liked it. Tell me that story.
Well, I did play it for some friends, but I think where things really kind of like started going into motion is when I started posting these like what do you call it? It's like videos where I would stand in my bathroom and just sing cover songs,
Yeah.
and they went semi-viral on like Twitter or whatever. And so that's what really drove me to actually go write a song. So yeah, I started off doing that, and after that, I'm like, okay, people like how I sound singing. Let me actually go try to make a song. And then after I started putting out songs and noticing like people actually like my songs,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, let me keep going. And then it just gradually went up. So I'm like, no point in stopping. Like, just keep going.
Truly, truly. Have you been able to like, as you continue to climb, have you been able to like help support your family through this?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely been a big blessing. Like, I'm very blessed to say, like, I've been able to support them and myself a lot with music. Like, that's one thing I'm grateful for.
Amazing. And again, like relatively early on in this journey, like you're able to share the love with your family and help the people who have like helped you get where you are now.
Right.
No.
And even inspired, like my brother, like he was a football player, and then so he kind of seen what I was doing, and I didn't even know he could sing. That's what got me. And he started making music, and I realized he can sing too, and he was good at it too. So now he's putting out good music. So
He's making music now?
yeah.
Amazing.
His name is Keon.
Keon.
Yeah,
Okay.
check him out.
I'm gonna have to check him out for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever make music together?
Yeah, we got a song together.
That's out right now.
Mhm.
Okay. What song is that?
I'm having a burn right now. Oh,
That's okay. I'll do the research. I'll check it out. But
Okay.
and you said your brother was a football player,
yeah.
like professionally?
Yeah, but he was secretly, he didn't tell us that he was in choir too. And then he popped out singing. I'm like, where you learn how to sing? But yeah, he said I inspired him. So I'm glad I was able to do that because he's very passionate about it now. Like I said, he keeps me encouraged. He pushes me like,
Yeah.
So,
How beautiful is that? Like he helped encourage you to get where you are, and
yeah,
you're down the path. You encouraged him to pursue
right,
and realize like this can actually make me happy,
right.
pursuing a passion.
Yeah.
At what point did you move to Atlanta? You moved over there to try something new?
Yeah, and make more connections. I moved out there, what is this, 2026? I was out there maybe 2022 or 2023 around that time.
Okay.
But I actually love Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I
Yeah.
like the nightlife, the people, like, and I was making a lot of connections out there, but I think I just couldn't keep up.
How
So
so?
it's I'm not like I don't really go out a lot. Like I'll go out, but not a lot. And out there it's like constant motion and you going out with this person and you doing this and all that and you spending a lot of money and it was too fast. I'm like, I need to go back home, slow down, fully focus. Cause I wasn't even like really focused like I was supposed to be because I was having so much fun.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's an enormous music community out there.
Yeah,
Hip
no,
hop,
for
rap,
sure.
like R&B, that is where a lot of talent comes from.
Yeah.
But it takes a commitment to go out and network and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But like I said, I enjoyed it.
Did you learn a lot of good stuff out there?
Yeah, I did, but I say more so. I just made a lot of connections out here. I feel like when I'm home and I'm able to like focus and I got that time, that's where you know, I'm able to like elevate the most.
Yeah, this is your element.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went out there, you explored a new city, you
Yeah.
explored I'm sure you learned from your connections and whatnot.
Right.
How long were you there?
I was probably only there for like a year, a little over a year maybe.
Okay. And at what point were you like, all right, it's time to take it back to DFW?
Probably at the end of that year, I was like, yeah, I'm not focused. I got too much going on. It's too fast. I can't keep up. Like, let me go home. Like I said, slow down, slow my roll for a little bit.
Got you. All right. And since moving back, you're happy with
Yeah,
being back home.
I love home. I ain't gonna lie. I get homesick because I lived in California for a little bit. I lived in New York, and I love New York. I like California too. But
Yeah,
ain't no place like Texas. I ain't gonna lie.
for sure. For sure. Put some respect on California. A California kid, but yeah, California and New York. They're really cool cities.
You from California?
Yeah, from Southern California.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the respect,
right. Don't mess it. Yeah. No. Yeah. SoCal, it's great, but yes, Texas. This area, as we were talking about before the camera started rolling, like this area is on the precipice of becoming like enormous. It's on its way to becoming an Atlanta, on its way to becoming like a music hub, especially with people like Big X and Cash Page and like all these big names. It's about darn time.
No, facts. And honestly, I feel like it might be like Atlanta, but I just still feel like we kind of got like our own little like wave of how we do things. So I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think the differences are?
I feel like we got like this like authentic, like I'm not saying Atlanta don't, but I don't know. It's like we got this raw, authentic feeling to like what we do. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's less about like marketing, more just doing the craft type of thing.
Yeah.
So we're 6 years in. Have you dipped your toe into the label scene at all? Have you signed anything? Have you considered that going with a label?
So at the beginning, I was getting offers from damn near every label you could think of, but at the time, I was so fresh and so new to everything. I was like, I can't right now. Like, I'm not even ready for what's happening right now. Like, it's so much that I wish I could go back and redo at the beginning, but I'm kind of glad I learned it up to now. But with the whole label situation, not really. I do like little distribution deals and stuff like that, but I really would love, like a label situation, I'm not against it, but I really would love to stay on an independent route if I can. So I really love the freedom that I have. It's hard, and sometimes you need the money and the marketing. So, like I said, I'm not against it, but I would love to stay on this route if I can, if possible.
Right. A lot of the appeal for a label and whatnot is the funding, right? Like they help you create what you're hoping to create.
Right.
But they also like have you create X many albums in this amount of time.
Right.
So like being independent, you have that freedom to do it at your pace.
Exactly. And not even just at your pace. I mean, I don't necessarily know how labels work because I haven't been signing one, but from what I've seen, like you don't really have as much like creative control or freedom, and I don't want that taken away from me. So that's another thing.
Sticking with like owning your masters and owning all that.
Yeah, and just everything, owning your artistry, like being able to say like, this is what I want, this is how I like things,
But through your independent creation, you're still getting opportunities like performing at South by Southwest
Yeah.
and getting in rooms that a lot of people hope to get into. You're doing that by yourself.
Right. Well, me and my team. Yeah.
What's your team like? Who's on your team?
So I have 2 managers right now, and it works very well. One manager, he handles one thing. The other, he handles like more so like the creative side of things like that. And helps me with that. He also produces for me too, and records me.
Okay.
So it's like we got our own little operation going that we work together and we make happen.
Yeah, it's making awesome visuals out of what you're making, and like the the videos you'll put out, and that's sick.
I appreciate that. Shout out to my cameraman too, his name Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Shout out Jordan. You're doing some good work. Yeah, and like the storyline, I think it's Clear My Mind. Is that the song where like you're sitting on the couch and girl walks over, like pushes your head. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, so that's Keep the Peace.
Keep the Peace. Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a badass like video. I like that.
I appreciate that. I want to make it a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Little
It had,
toxic.
yeah. Not exactly keeping the peace in the video, which is a lot of the music you're putting out, is it life story type stuff? Like these
Yeah.
are things that you've lived?
Yeah. I can't put out a song that, even if like, let's say somebody else may have written the song or we wrote it together, it still has to be cohesive or go with like what I'm going through in life. I can't just put something out just to put it out.
Got you.
Right.
So when something happens in your life, how's your creative process? Do you just say, all right, I gotta write this down and think about how I can turn it into a song? Or does
Yeah.
it hit you later? Or what's that like?
Little bit of both. Sometimes it'll hit me right then, like, I'm gonna talk about this later. And then sometimes it'll hit me like, a little bit of both.
Got you. I read that your big inspirations, Boyz II Men, Chris Brown, Usher, Tupac.
Mhm.
Those are guys that have really inspired you through this whole
Yeah,
thing, huh?
for sure.
Tell me about how like you carry what have you learned from them and like how you apply it to your music now?
So like Boys to Men, like I was so obsessed with them growing up, especially as a kid. Like the way, like the harmonies and like I don't know, like the melodies and like the songs, it is so beautiful to me and euphoric. I'm like, damn, one day I want my songs to feel like dreamy and euphoric, like this sounds or this make me feel.
Yeah.
And then with Chris Brown, like it's just his whole swag and just the way he do everything, he's just like, yeah, I want to be that nigga trying to be like that one day.
Get a collab, Chris.
Yeah.
Dee Gotti's waiting for that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. And with Tupac, I say Tupac, it's just his whole, like his spirit, like that I don't give a fuck. This is my world. Everybody living in it. I'm gonna move how I want to move. Just that courage, like that heart he got. And I feel like I had that same type of heart, So
Bigger
I
than
always
just-
resonate. Yeah.
Bigger than just music.
Yeah.
Doing
yeah.
it for a larger purpose, trying to
Yeah.
change the world type stuff.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you see Chris Brown and Usher on tour together?
Yeah, I just seen that, and that's dope. Usher too. Like I used to stand in front of the TV and like mimic him and dance with him and shit like that. So
Man's crazy talented.
Yeah, facts.
Dude, between Breezy and Usher, the stage is gonna have some crazy dance, guys.
Yo, facts.
Choreography is gonna be crazy.
Facts. Big facts.
It's gonna be awesome.
So, I'm excited for that.
For sure. Gotta catch that show. So and then those influences help get you where you're at now.
Yeah.
You recently, as we mentioned, fresh off South by Southwest. How are those experiences like when was your first South by performance?
It was like 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. I had like 3 performances that day, but it was exciting, a little overwhelming because I didn't realize how crowded the South by Southwest could be. And
Yeah.
I be having like anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know, it was just cool. And then you just never knew who you was gonna run into or who you was gonna see. So
Right.
yeah, it was a cool experience.
So getting on that stage I guess at that point it was probably 4 years into your musical career.
Yeah.
Because I've learned through these chats, like getting an official South by slot is an enormous deal for any up and coming artist.
Yeah.
So to get that opportunity, and now you're 2 years in a row at it, you got to be feeling pretty good.
Hell yeah. For sure.
It's a good networking opportunity, good connections making and all that.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you never know who you're gonna run into. You can be most random, like, oh, that's so and so. Okay.
Speaking of South by Southwest, one of the artists down there from DFW representing, Alex Irish.
Oh, no.
She's a major reason how we got in touch. Put me on to you, and she wants that collab.
No, for sure. I fuck with Alex heavy. Like her whole swag, her whole aesthetic go crazy. So we've been shopping it. We've been shopping it. We talking. So
Okay, so we could see a collab in the near future. Okay. Okay.
We try to make it happen.
Mission accomplished then. That's big. That's incredible.
Sure.
Sick. Yeah, that would be an awesome duo.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. She hella talented, like I said.
When you're going in to record, what would you say like what emotions do you tap into when you're getting on the mic?
Emotions I tap into. I honestly I try to tap in exactly what I'm going through around that time. And like I said, can be hard sometimes because it depending on what I'm experiencing, but I do try to get as vulnerable as possible, even if it's, I don't know, I'm just stressing about life. I try to turn that into like a situation,
Yeah.
some type of situation.
Got you. So, things that are going on, you will put pen to paper, write it out, think about how you can turn that into a story.
Yeah,
I also read that music is where you can be vulnerable.
yeah.
Do you find yourself being vulnerable outside of music a lot, or that's like you channel it into your music?
So I'm a Pisces for what I am emotional. So of course, like I am vulnerable in general, but I am the most vulnerable in music. So the things that I probably wouldn't say, like I say in my music.
A lot of the music you're putting out, is it life story type stuff? Like these
Yeah.
are things that you've lived?
Yeah, yeah. I can't put out a song that, even if like let's say somebody else may have written the song, or we wrote it together, it still has to be cohesive or go with like what I'm going through in life. I can't just put something out just to put it out.
Got you.
Right.
So when something happens in your life, how's your creative process? Do you just say, all right, I gotta write this down and think about how I can turn it into a song? Or does
Yeah.
it hit you later? Or what's that like?
Little bit of both. Sometimes it'll hit me right then, like, I'm gonna talk about this later. And then sometimes it'll hit me like, a little bit of both.
Got you. You said you've been working on some new music.
Yeah. Somewhere I'm about to put out a single in May and working towards another project by the end of the year. So
Okay.
we're gonna
You
yeah.
put out recently Seasons.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful song.
thank you.
Yeah.
And
Season. As leaves start to fall.
Leaves
Seasons.
start to fall, seasons might change.
Obviously sounds a lot better coming from Dee. but that's a good one, and you're working on a new single right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any like idea what project's coming out, or like when it's coming out, or like any teasers as to like what people should expect?
I can't give like an exact time right now, but I would say I'm definitely working towards it. Definitely working towards it.
Cool. Okay, so we'll be on the lookout for that.
No,
for
for
sure.
sure. It's coming, believe me. So
Hacked, yeah.
like I said, I just like to take time, make sure everything's right. I always want the last, whatever I'm putting out next to be better than what I put out last. So
Right. Yeah, and that's the process. I'm sure you're looking at your new stuff and you're like,
Yeah.
how does it compare?
to last. And of course, I can't necessarily determine that. I let the fans determine that, but I want to at least be comfortable with what I'm putting out.
Right. Yeah, it's a process. It's a
Yeah.
process though. And does your management team, do they help you sort through what you're going through, and like how maybe I'd imagine they give you some suggestions like, all right, maybe we release something
Oh
in
yeah.
the summer or fall or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely, every time I make a song, we always talk about like how we gonna execute, or we make plans, or like they always involved every time. So yeah.
Good. Yeah.
And they not yes man either. They gonna tell me like, I don't think you should do this, or I don't think you should do that. But they still let me make the decision at the end of it. So.
That's a perfect combination where like they'll give you the honest feedback,
Yeah.
but it's still your work. It's
Right.
still your art that you're putting your heart and soul into.
Right.
So you should be the one to make that decision.
No, for sure. For sure.
All right, D, it's time for Lando's lightning round.
All right.
You ready for this, D?
I'm ready.
Let's get it. All right. Daytime or nighttime studio sessions?
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
Yeah, nighttime.
I think you've answered this, but staying in or going out?
Staying in.
Staying in. Respect. SZA or Summer Walker?
SZA. I ain't gonna lie.
SZA's phenomenal.
I love Summer, but yeah.
She's great for sure. Fame or privacy?
Fame or privacy? What what if I wanted a little bit of both?
I think that's safe to say, yeah.
Like a good balance.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Being known, paying the bills, going into your own spot, you have your crew.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a good answer. Intimate or large shows?
Both. I enjoy both. Because most of my shows are very intimate, but I would like to get to a point where it's like large, like thousands.
Arena pack type stuff.
Yeah, I would like to get to that point.
So like a South by Southwest, that I'd imagine you had some pretty solid crowd there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Most definitely.
Okay, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Dallas or Atlanta? Or DFW or Atlanta?
Damn, I love Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Okay, all right, but this is where she locks in.
Yeah.
DFW. Old school or new wave?
Old school.
School. All right. Do you have a go-to restaurant around DFW? Your favorite restaurant?
Oh, a go-to. It's this just Mexican restaurant. It's a little small. It's called like Las Lupes. It's real small, but they got great drinks. Drinks be strong as hell. Like you drink one or two of them and you're done good, and the food is amazing.
Nice and efficient.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's kind of like in Grand Prairie, like outside of Dallas.
Okay.
But little small little low key spot I like to go to.
Okay. All right. Put that on your radar, people. You have a favorite junk food?
Favorite junk food? I guess burgers.
Okay.
Burgers. I eat a lot of burgers.
In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Whataburger. In-N-Out. I don't get mad at me. That's the fries, the burgers, but the fries. Come on, you basically eat like cardboard. I feel like
that's the common attack. I get it. You got to ask for your fries well done.
Right.
If you don't know this by now, ordering your fries well done will change your opinion of In-N-Out.
Okay.
But
okay.
Whataburger, I respect it. Not mad. Just disappointed.
Okay.
That's okay.
I'm gonna try the next time though.
Okay, all right. We'll get ourselves a double and take it easy.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Well, right on, D. You killed that.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all having me.
It's been a real big pleasure to chat with you. I know that like right now we're getting you as you're very much on the precipice of becoming just big. So like I really appreciate you taking the time and driving an hour to come hang with us. And it's been awesome. D, real big pleasure. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Lando Radio.
Yes, sir.
It's been awesome hanging with Dee this morning. Check out her music, Spotify, Apple Music. Check her out on Instagram, Twitter. You still on Twitter?
No, I don't have a Twitter.
Okay. Okay. All right. Where else can the people get your
Instagram? Instagram, Apple, Spotify, pretty much everywhere else except Twitter. So yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. Check her out everywhere. Dee Gatti, DeeGatti. Check out her music and watch out for new music on the way. Check out her shows, all that good stuff. Stay tuned on her Instagram. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Lando Radio.